Hi, good morning. This is Rajesh from Human Gardeners Veranda Talk. Catherine Genovese, a 20-year-old girl, was murdered at her home street. This happened in New York City in the year 1964. So, most of us must be thinking, what is so special about it? Why am I mentioning this particular incident? Painfully, we have reached a level even a murder will neither shake us nor move us. We listen to murder news every day. There is nothing important in that. But fortunately, this one murder grabbed a lot of attention and it became a topic for a lot of discussions. It so happened because the then Commissioner of Police of New York City shared some very interesting informations about this murder to one of his senior journalists of Times called Rosenthal. The commissioner told him two things. Number one, Catherine was not murdered at the first attempt. The assailant or the murderer was stalking her or chasing her for almost a period of 30-35 minutes before he could actually murder her. In that 30 minutes, he tried twice to murder her, but then both the times some noise or sudden light from a neighborhood distracted him or interrupted him. But unfortunately, Catherine was not lucky the third time. And the second most important point which the commissioner shared is, according to the investigation, there were 38 neighbors who were watching this gruesome murder unfolding from their safety of their apartments, and none of them bothered to call the police or even to raise a voice or even to raise their single finger against the murder. Rosenthal, being a very senior and a committed journalist, requested his team to do further investigation, and they also found out the same thing. And as per one of the reporters, he was more shocked because according to him, all these 38 neighbors were good citizens, law-abiding citizens. But then, when there was a situation, they were all silent. They were mute spectators. When they asked them why, they were not even able to give a reasonable answer. Few of them said that they were afraid. Others said that they don't want to get involved. But these answers were not satisfactory because just an anonymous call would have been enough to the police to save the life of Catherine. But they did not do that. And that is one of the reasons why this particular murder got a lot of attention and a lot of discussions which went on about this murder. And in Times, in one of the articles they wrote, this is a classic example of human being becoming less and less insensitive and indifferent, more and more insensitive and indifferent to others, to the fellow human beings. And they said this is where slowly we are becoming a cold society wherein we don't feel for others who are even our neighbors. This incident is narrated in his book called Influence, written by a person called Robert Cialdini. Three things which interested me from this incident are: number one, human being is supposed to be a social animal. There was a time when we all were together, we stayed together, we hunted together, and whatever we got, we shared among ourselves. Today, even though we are living in cities and big societies and towns where we have people all around us, but when the need of the hour comes, when we need the help of someone, we actually don't even have a single person who will come for our rescue. Number two, it is a great poet, John Donne, who said that man is not an island. Man is not an island. But then we are proving him wrong. We are becoming more and more islands. We are withdrawing to our own shells and then least bothered about the people who are staying around us. And the third thing is, human being is supposed to be the bravest animal in the planet. At least that is what they claim for. They feel that they can conquer anyone, they can defeat anything in this world. But when it came to a situation wherein one of your fellow being is being murdered, none of them had the guts, none of them had the courage to stand up and say no. So, friends, I think it is time for us to introspect more deeply about what we are today as a social being and a social animal. Why are we so insensitive? Why are we so indifferent? What are we scared about? These are the questions which we should ask ourselves. Thank you very much for watching the video, and if you liked it, subscribe it and also share it with your friends and relatives. Thank you once again.